How to immigrate to Canada as a truck driver. Canada is facing an extreme labor shortage of truck drivers due to the pandemic problems alongside the aging workforce in this sector. This is not something happening only in case of Canada because in most countries there is a heavy dependency on truck drivers and in general on the transit system, and this sector has a very great effect on the economy of a country. So truck drivers are really important for a country's distribution system, and if you notice, when truck drivers go on a strike in a country, they may cause a country's economy being even paralyzed. So their job is so critical for a country to have a healthy and a strong structure to continue. And Canada is not an exception. Canada's supply chain, distribution, trucking, and logistics industry includes over $850 billion in products both in domestic and export markets. Trucking is among the hardest hit, and demand for truckers has never been greater. And if you are considering immigrating to Canada as a truck driver, now may just be the best time to immigrate to Canada. Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. My name is Ahmed Reza, and here in Persia Global we help those who are in search of better opportunities to work, live or study abroad. In today's video we will see why work in Canada as a truck driver and how truck drivers and some other related occupations in trucking and logistics that have been recently added into Canada National Occupational Classification list can immigrate to Canada using the express entry and other routes. If this is your first time being here, subscribe to our channel, and for getting informed of new uploads, hit the notification bell. Recently, the new system has changed the occupation class for trucking from semi-skilled to skilled. This is good news for people looking to immigrate to Canada as transport truck drivers, bus drivers, heavy equipment, transit and subway operators in general. You may have recently heard that Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada or IRCC shifted from the NOC list of 2016 system to the new NOC list of 2021 system and added 16 new occupations eligible for express entry. Truck driving is among them due to the significant labor shortage within the sector. So truck drivers are now eligible for express entry as well as other pathways explained in this video following the implementation of the new National Occupational Classification or NOC 2021. Under the NOC 2021, all of the 16 newly added occupations including truckers are considered tier 3 jobs, which means these occupations only require a college diploma or an apprenticeship training of fewer than 2 years or more than 6 months of on-the-job training that could make a truck driver and other related jobs eligible to apply for permanent residency through different options of express entry that in the rest of this video you will be more familiar with different options to apply. So under the FSW or Federal Skilled Worker Program, foreign nationals can apply for permanent residence in Canada as long as they meet the eligibility criteria, including work experience in occupations in 4 of the 6 training, education, experience, and responsibilities, or the very TEER or tier categories of the new NOC system. This change has a very great effect on the number of truck drivers to immigrate to Canada. It has also a very great effect on applicants working in this sector to receive PR because so far the residency and their job have not that much been guaranteed. Some of them, unfortunately, because of too much dependency on job offers in the hand of employers, couldn't have a secure job and residency in Canada, but now it's very good news for truck drivers to secure their immigration. They can also be a part of the express entry and they can receive their PR faster. The industry suffers from chronic labor shortages with estimates of 40,000 current vacancies available, even likely to grow with the number of drivers retiring over the coming years. So the need for them will rise increasingly in the following years. So to see why it is good to immigrate to Canada as a truck driver is that one of the biggest draws to working in this job is the fantastic wages this sector offers to drivers. The average salary for a Canadian long-haul trucker is about 55,000 Canadian dollars a year. Depending on your lifestyle and where you live, this is a relatively high salary with the opportunity to earn more. So we see that a comfortable salary is a big draw or is a big advantage for many to immigrate to Canada as a truck driver. Another benefit to trucking is a variety and independence. You can deliver your job locally, regionally, nationally, or even across the border, and these options offer flexible schedules. If you drive locally, you will probably work 5 days a week for 6 to 8 hours. On the other hand, if you choose long-haul trucking, you might have a more varied schedule. Either way, this will give you a lot of time and opportunity to see the wealth of nature and landscapes that Canada has the best of them even in the world to offer. If you are interested in learning more about immigrating to Canada or would like to see whether you meet eligibility requirements, subscribe to our channel and see other videos related to immigration to Canada in our Immigration to Canada playlist. We will also have more videos on different pathways to permanent residence in Canada for all in-demand occupations, so don't forget to hit the notification bell in case we will have a new upload. You will get notified. So let's see what are the common pathways you can immigrate to Canada as a truck driver or heavy equipment, transit and subway operator. In general, you can apply through 3 pathways. That for the express entry pathway, I will give you more details in the last part of the video, but before that, I'm going to explain the non-express entry pathways first. The first non-express entry pathway is Provincial Nomination Program or PNP, and applying through this pathway, the requirements to be a truck driver can vary depending on the province. However, they will typically include requirements such as completion of secondary school, demonstration of required driving skills, and appropriate licensing. Because the program is province specific, your chances of being nominated under the PNP depend on the province's needs. Interested candidates should monitor related job posts in provinces they are interested in and stay up to date with province's needs to ensure they move to a province with the most job opportunity for them. Some provinces have their own programs specifically to encourage truckers to come to their province. One such program example is the Saskatchewan Long-Haul Truck Driver Project. The goal of the Saskatchewan Long-Haul Truck Driver Project is to target candidates who have a valid offer of employment from a Saskatchewan trucking company and who have already been working for the same Saskatchewan employer for 6 months prior to application on a valid work permit. Receiving this PNP would then grant applicants Canadian permanent residency. I also recommend you to see another video in either our Immigration to Canada playlist or via the link in the description section of this video for Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program that I have completely explained its eligibility criteria and process steps. The second non-express entry pathway is temporary foreign worker program. The temporary foreign worker program, or TFWP, enables Canadian employers to hire foreign nationals to fill provincial and territorial labor needs. A TFWP gives the holder temporary status and the opportunity to gain Canadian permanent residency in the future. In some cases, a labor market impact assessment or LMIA document could be required. In addition, with skilled occupations, spouses are eligible for work permits, making the transition to a new life in Canada easier. The last pathway that has recently become possible for truck drivers is through Express Entry. Express Entry is an online system used by the Canadian government to organize and process applications for skilled workers who wish to immigrate to Canada and acquire Canadian permanent residence. The system manages three main federal programs: Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, and Canadian Experience Class. After applying, eligible candidates will then enter the Express Entry pool, where they will be assigned a CRS score. Scores are based on factors such as education, language ability, skills, and more. Candidates with the highest scores in the CRS points are issued an invitation to apply, or ITA, for Canadian permanent residency. Withdrawals being continuously conducted with lower CRS scores, now is the best time to immigrate to Canada as a truck driver. By lowering the CRS score, IRCC plans to increase the number of candidates eligible to receive ITAs through Express Entry and Provincial Nominee Programs, or PNPs. In addition, there are two options to apply for PNPs as a truck driver under Express Entry. The first option is that after doing your research on job vacancies and a province needs, reach out to the province or territory you want a nomination from under the Express Entry stream. If you have the skill set matching their specific needs, the province or territory can send you a nomination. After that, you should create an Express Entry profile to show that you have been nominated. The nomination will be then included electronically when you have an account. The second option is to create an Express Entry profile specifying which province or territory you want a nomination from. When you receive a notification of interest, simply contact the province directly in order to apply to their stream. To create an account for Express Entry, you can see another video with the same title as How to Create Express Entry Profile with a link below this video, or search it through our Immigration to Canada playlist. That's all for today. Thanks again for watching this video. Hope we met your expectations via the videos of the channel. Please comment and let us know about any specific content that could meet your immigration or relocation case. Make sure you don't miss out on other valuable videos related to immigration, study abroad, and visa acquisition. As always, pin all your hopes always on God. You will never be pinned down by men. Until next time, over and out.